Based on last week's price action, let's see whether the market is ready for a selling or we can see a buying, and what we can expect in next week. Let's mark the important levels and let's create our plan. Also, let's see higher time frame analysis. In a previous video, we discussed this is a bearish price action, and in yesterday's market also it is a bearish price action. It opened flat and it tried to move higher, but there is a rejection. There is a selling from these points, these resistance levels. It broke this level, but it failed. This breakout failed and sustained below this level, and it is a continuous non-stop fall, breaking the day's low and the previous swings. It is not able to break this swing after market open, but the sellers are strong. It is rejected from this point. It went lower non-stop, and after that it consolidated, broke down, consolidation, broke down, consolidation, and breakdown. Okay, that is the pattern in Friday's session. Let's remove these levels and mark a new levels. I am readjusting this level to here. We don't need this level. Okay, we don't need this level. We don't need this level. We don't need this level. We don't need this level as well, and we don't need this level. Okay, let's mark a new levels. I'm going to mark this as a support level. In Monday's trading session, if this level sustains, we can see this level as a support. If this level sustains, this level will act as a support. In previous session also we discussed the same. If this level sustains, it will act as a support. It acted as a support. Okay, and this level will act as a resistance, and you can monitor this level as well. It can work as a zone. This level and this level combined, this can work as a zone. You can remember that level. Okay, that's all. These are the levels for Monday's trading session based on previous day's levels. Okay, let's go to higher time frame and let's see what we planned on last week and what happened. We'll see that when we see higher time frame analysis, and I'm going to explain all the important things, and let's create our plan for Monday's trading session, and let's readjust and let's see some of the levels. Okay, if tomorrow Nifty opens inside this range, and I'm expecting a flat opening or a gap down opening, if it opens around this range and if this level breaks, you can aim this as a first target and this as a second target. These are the two targets, and we can see fast momentum on the selling side, because I'm going to explain the important things when we see higher time frame analysis, why I'm expecting a fast momentum on selling side after flat opening above this closing price or above this level. If this level breaks, you should aim this as a first target and this is a second target, or you can book your profit around 25,900. If the momentum is slow, you can book your target around 25,900 from 25,800 or 25,780 to 25,900. It is going to be more than 100 points. You can easily capture 80 points in this. That's a one trade. And if it opens a gap up above this level, wait for a pullback into this zone. In the reversal, take the trade, and day's high is going to be our first target, and this level 25,900 is going to be our second target. If the momentum is fast, you can wait for this level as well for the final target. And if it opens above this level or above this level, and if the momentum is fast, you can enter the trade in a breakout momentum, and from where you entered, you can aim 100 points easily. But the move on the bullish side is less likely to happen, because the trend is bearish. If it opens gap up above this level, there is a possibility for the fast momentum. And if it opens a gap down below this level, you can enter the trade in a breakout. And if the momentum is slow, wait for a pullback towards this level, towards the closing price, enter the trade in the reversal. Day's low is going to be our first target, and the next level is going to be our second target. These are the two targets, and book your profit. And let's see higher time frame analysis and what we planned and what happened. I'm going to 15 minutes time frame. Okay, this is the last week's price action till here. This is the last week's price action. We discussed if this level is going to break. We can see a bullish momentum and continuous bullish days. But what happened is it rejected. It opened inside this weekly range, and there is a high, low, and it rejected from this point. Exactly from this point. And I have shown you this trend line. This is also going to work, and it rejected exactly from that point, and it closed exactly at the weekly low, previous week's low. If it breaks this low, we can expect a bearish momentum, but it exactly closed at this low. Next week, if this level is going to break, we can see bearish move. I'll explain you while we see daily time frame and weekly time frame. What happened is it traded inside this range, inside previous week's range, but the price action is bearish because it broke this low. This low is broken. If it's going to break this sign, the price action is going to be bullish. It rejected exactly from this point, and it broke this low, closed below the previous low. That is a bearish price action. Let's go to daily time frame. I have shown you this trend line few days back. After seeing a rejection from this point, I have shown you this trend line, and it rejected again exactly at this point, and Nifty closed around this low. If it's going to close below this low, we can expect a bearish momentum, but the price action is also bearish. What I'm expecting is I'm expecting a 50% retracement if this level is going to break. And if this 50% retracement level is also going to break, we can expect a move towards this low, towards this trend line. That's my plan. And on weekly time frame also we planned. Let me hide these drawings. In last week's video I explained this is a reversal, and if this low is going to break, we can expect a reversal. And what happened is it consolidated inside this range. It is not able to break. And next week, if this low is going to break, we can say a downside momentum. And if this high is going to break, we can say a bullish momentum continuation. It is going to be a consolidation or a pause in the trend. We should see which side it is going to break. And if it's going to break this low, we can expect a 50% retracement. And you have the levels. You can trade based on that. That is my view for next week and plan for tomorrow's trading session. That's all for the video. If you want to see this kind of video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in next video.